Hi guys! Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sir Q, ang guro na may puso. So today, we will be talking about an analogy. So at the end of this video, you're expected to have an understanding of word relationships through the different types of analogy. So I will be right back. Welcome back. This video is anchored to the learning competency of the first quarter, Module 1. Supply other words or expressions that complete an analogy. Let's talk about first, analogy. What is analogy? An analogy is a comparison between two things, and this comparison is used to determine the relationship between the different sets of things. You may not be aware of it, but you use analogies most of the time. In simple conversation, comparing one situation to another situation is already an analogy. For us to understand what analogy is, we can just remember the keyword, relationship. Wala ka nun. They are written in a specific format such as a colon means is to, and a pair of colons means as. Hence, it reads as apple is to fruit, as carrot is to vegetable.
During your elementary years, you were taught by your teacher that an analogy is simply a comparison of two things that are usually thought of as being different, but are similar in some way. Today, we'll be discussing about the types of analogy. The first type of analogy is synonyms. Synonyms are words that mean the same thing. Synonym analogies consist of two pairs of synonyms. The first pair of words mean the same thing, so the second pair must mean the same thing too. Big is to large, as allow is to permit. Big means large, while allow is the synonymous word of permit. Therefore, these two pairs of words are examples of synonym relationship. Second type of analogy, antonyms. Antonyms are words that mean the opposite, and so antonym analogies consist of two pairs of opposites. Sleep is to awake, as entrance is to exit. Sleep is the opposite word of awake, while entrance is the opposite word of exit. Hence, these pairs of words are antonyms. Third type of analogy, the cause and effect relationship. One word is the source of some action, the other word is the result or consequence. When you say cause, it is the reason. When you say effect, it is the result or outcome. Examples: study is to learning, as cutting classes is to failing. When you study, you have something to learn. When you cut classes, you will fail. These two pairs of words are examples of cause-effect relationship. The fourth type of analogy is the object-purpose function relationship. In object-purpose analogies, the first word in each pair means, and the second word in each pair tells what the object is used for. Example: eye is to see, as nose is to smell. We use our eyes to see. We use our nose to smell. These pairs of words are examples of Object purpose function relationship. The fifth type of analogy is part-whole relationship. In part-whole analogies, the first word of each pair names a specific item, and the second word names a more general item that includes the first. Examples: foot is to toe, as face is to nose. Toe is a part of foot, while nose is a part of face. Therefore, these pairs of words are examples of part-whole relationship. The sixth type of analogy is characteristic. The first word in these analogies names a person or thing, and the second word describes or names a characteristic of that person or thing. Examples: fried chicken is too crispy, as hot dog is too juicy. Crispy is the characteristic of fried chicken, while juicy is the description for hot dog. Therefore, these two pairs of words are examples of characteristic relationship. The seventh type of analogy is animal habitat. In this analogy, the first word names an animal, and the second word describes or names a location of that person or thing or an animal. Examples: bird is to nest, as fish is to ocean. Bird lives in nest, while fish lives in the ocean. These are examples of animal habitat relationship. In conclusion, writers use analogy to connect unfamiliar words or new ideas with common and familiar objects. It functions as description or explanation of one thing by examining its similarities and differences and forces the reader to understand the connection between them. Using this technique, vocabulary skills as well as speed in reading comprehension are enhanced.
Ngayong meron na kayong guide, you can now answer your Quarter 1, Module 1. Balitaan mo ako